I know we did a song. You started.
What type of Latin?
Yeah, that's right.
What club are you going to play?
This is your idea.
It wasn't mine,
Something like that.
Sorry. D.
Los Angeles, from the 210 shooting through the foothills of the San Gabriels to the 110 lancing through the air over Compton, are drifted with scurrying plastic and dust, glass bottles and tin cans, the shell of a car by an exit ramp, torqued and rusted, paint boiled off by fire, a vestige of riot. There's a hush over the highway now, the miles of quiet concrete, which curve through the metropolis with industrial grace until the pillars crumbled at their fault lines, are buckled and folded by the hand of an earthquake that took a third of the LA skyline 2 years ago. People standing in the streets saw the ground flex, ripple like water, watch the city change its face. The place is a white stone, shining metal, the glasses are empty now, brushed over with fine sand, gray and brown, a signal of the building's decay, the desert's languid return. But all through the streets, the wide boulevards bordered by strip malls of blue and adobe, carnicerias and social clubs, gas stations that almost never have unleaded but always have diesel, hunching rows of brick stores and painted signs for tattoos and tires. The city of Los Angeles throngs with people. The stores are all dark and empty, powerless, a line of ovens baking rats and insects in the afternoon heat. But the stands in front of them are full. Plaid shirts strung on clotheslines, bootlegs and counterfeit sneakers, a speaker spitting out octaves so loud that the fuzz from the overdrive turns the trumpets into saxophones. Sergio and Francesco and the carnival barkers coughing syllables towards stands selling tamales and carne asada. Smoke rises from grills and steamers wedged into the back of a van with one side cut off, powered by tatty solar panels with vehicles dying battery. The family that lives inside is having a good day. They're selling burritos as fast as they can wrap them. The middle sister dances out front, sings out, come on baby, come baby, come on. Clapping and stamping out a dance hall beat while her mother does business with 6 currencies. Knows the exchange rate, does the math without thinking. It's like this every day from the waning tail of the heat until midnight. Sleeping pigs and peacocks screaming in aluminum cages, running through the crowd and attacking children, until a helicopter chatters overhead and the men with wide hats tilt their brims upward and hiss, aim and discharge 5 greasy handguns, and everyone scatters screaming until the aircraft leaves for another boulevard of fallen palm trees. The Los Angeles River leads at the banks, reaching the ocean again. By the time the riots were over, Los Angeles had lost over half its population, dispersed in a wide fan around the southwest, dispatched on threads of ships that spun out from the bay, threw orphans across the world. They arrived in Tokyo and Osaka by the shipload, refugees streaked with dust and oil, fumbling for the introductory Japanese phrases they drilled into their brains as they heaved across the Pacific. Where's the toilet? I need a doctor. Can I leave here? They worked in weekend plants with rubber aprons and galoshes, translated business deals, taught English to ambitious businessmen in corporate suites, decided to forget all about LA, never learned how the city gave itself to the ones who stayed. Vast families that had crammed themselves into 3-room houses with backyards full of paint cans and gasoline-soaked carpets expanded to fill the block, tore out the fences between the lots, grew crops in the sunny corners, built playground equipment from corn furnaces and boilers, stacks of 4x6s, wraps of plywood with signs on one side saying, "Own the house you deserve." People left shacks next to railroad tracks. The stucco houses on wide, winding streets wandered from room to room, ran their fingers along furniture and television, Netscape, clothes hanging in closets. On Tuesdays and Fridays, there's a market in Long Beach. Seafood and ice, shriveled vegetables, and every Angelino who visits thinks back to the day they realized this life is better than the one they came before. They were sitting on the roof of the Hacienda and watched the sun go down over Santa Monica and slide into the sea. They were climbing up Mulholland Drive and heard a squirming guitar, a churning organ glittering from a wood-sided house in Laurel Canyon. They were watching the Anderson and Gomez Flying Acrobat family with their children in the parking lot of the farmer's market on 3rd and Fairfax, a galumphing brass band, gnarled contortionist, a woman on a camel lurching through the rain, showers of candy fanning from a swinging arm. They were sitting in the storm on the long rows of cranes and saw one of them pop its moorings, still screaming and moaning into the water, lie there with his feet in the air, drinking from the ocean. The electricity's off and the water is bad. They cradle papayas and mangoes in their hands, apologize before hacking them to pieces. But their 7-year-old children can't even remember riding in cars. And the parents look at the dusty station wagon rotting in the driveway and understand that they don't miss any of it. Spending hours in a hard mass of cars on the freeway, pouring concrete for foundations on barren hillsides, driving down bolts and rebar, the linen suits at the calendar, the night shifts at diners and laundromats. They can't recall what it was all for. A collective ill has spread under the helicopters. Los Angeles has become their secret paradise. The dead power lines, their jungle vines. The bulbs of streetlights, their budding flowers. They do what they can to keep the city's reputation as a place of mayhem. Start fires at random, chase away the hippies with shotguns, unloading them over their heads, cursing at them in Spanish. They plant stories about kidnapping and ended mutilation, of gun battles and leave dozens rotting in mall parking lots. They know it won't last, it can't. The hippies keep coming. The word that LA is grooving now passes among them, across the universe. But they're doing what they can to delay their inevitable expulsion.
Yeah.